Socks. They're the unsung hero of foot health and comfort. Instead of wearing something like this, you're going to want to wear something like this. And in today's video, we're going to talk about all things socks, from technology to fit to fabric, and why you need to come to Fleet Feet and check out our sock selection. So the two main features of socks that we want to focus on is fabric and fit. So first of all, the fabric really matters when we're talking about socks, primarily for running, walking, and other fitness activities. It's kind of gross to think about, but your feet have more sweat glands than any other part of your body. And during a typical workout, your feet produce enough sweat to fill an 8-ounce glass. That's kind of gross, right? So the sock that we want to wear needs to be able to wick that sweat away. And so the fabric should be a technical fabric or a natural fiber like bamboo or wool. Unfortunately, cotton is not a good fabric for socks. It's great for bath towels because it's super absorbent. But when you dry off after taking a shower, think about how long that towel actually stays wet. You don't want that against your skin, and you certainly don't want that material in a sock. And so by choosing a sock that has technical fabric, it's going to help prevent blisters by wicking away that moisture. So number two is fit. And socks that are designed specifically for movement have a few features that other socks just don't. So they're often designed with a little bit of elasticity around the arch area, and this helps them to stay in place and offer a little bit of additional comfort and compression for your arches. In addition, they're going to have deeper pockets in the heels and the toes so that as you're moving, the sock doesn't bunch up. Not sure if you've ever experienced your shoes eating your sock, where they fall down off your ankle and are halfway off your foot by the time you're done with your walk or run. These socks won't do that. They're designed to stay in place. And actually, a really cool feature is that they're designed specifically for the right and left foot. So it can make it a little tricky to do your laundry, but it's actually a lot more comfortable because they're designed to fit the contours of each foot separately. So fabric and fit are really important, and all of the socks that we have here at Fleet Feet are going to be designed for activity and movement, but that doesn't mean you have to wear them only when you're moving. They're really comfortable for every day as well. So now that we've talked about the two main features of socks, fit and fabric, let's talk about some of the differences. So some things can really be a personal preference. There's a range of thickness, so if you like a really plush cushion sock, or if you like something that's really thin, there are great options for that. If you want something that's low cut, something that's high cut, a lot of times that depends on the season or the type of shoes that you're wearing. That's also a personal preference. But there are some very specialized socks that can be great for issues that you might be having. So for example, I am wearing toe socks today, and yes, they're fun and a little silly, but they can actually serve a very important purpose. The separation that each toe pocket gives can help with blisters and even corns or hot spots that you might get from your toes rubbing together. The other thing that a lot of people don't think about is that the separation that you get in your toes is very important for your foot strike efficiency and also your proprioception, which is just a term that means how we find our way in the world. So for balance, think about if a gymnast is doing a handstand, she's probably not putting her fingers like this because that's not great for balance. When we're doing a handstand, we separate our fingers. And the same thing goes for our toes. So when you are walking and running, being able to move your toes independently can be very important. And a traditional sock just simply doesn't allow us to do that. So if you're a person that really likes a wide toe box in your shoes, try a toe sock, and I bet you have an even better experience with your wide toe box. In addition, there are socks that are specifically designed for plantar fasciitis. We did a whole video about plantar fasciitis, and we can link to it in this video, and these socks address that specifically. So they have a little bit of additional compression in the arch and the heel area. And while they don't actually heal the plantar fasciitis, they can really help with the symptoms. So if you're actively suffering, using a sock like this one that's specifically designed for that pain can make your activity feel a little bit easier. There are also socks that have specifically designed compression, and these have a variety of heights. So for different needs, some have compression just in the feet, which can be just really comfortable, quite frankly, for runs, but also higher socks for recovery, also for people that work on their feet, or even for travel. It can really assist in blood flow, helping to get the blood from, out from pooling in the feet and really helping circulation. So those can be a great thing to consider as well. So yes, thickness and height can be personal preferences. However, there are some things to consider when it does come to sock fit that we can help you with. So our Fit ID system allows us to get a 3D image of your feet, which gives us the measurements, including the volume of your foot. Someone that has a really high arch or has a high volume foot sometimes can benefit from a thinner sock because it'll actually make the fit of your shoe feel better. And conversely, if you have a narrow foot or a very low volume foot, wearing a thicker sock can improve the fit of the shoe. So let us help you figure out what's going to be best. So remember, happy feet come from good socks. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I bet we'll see you in soon for your new pair of socks. Thank you so much for watching. Fleet Feet Tucson is so proud to be Tucson's premier walking and running store. We started this channel for educational content, information about how to be pain-free, general wellness. So if you're interested in those topics, hit that subscribe button. Again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.